Download that app, the Real Point Radio app.
Yeah.
24-hour stream. I'm BB.
This is Derek.
We're the Real Point Podcast. Make sure you check us out live right now. We're on YouTube Live. We're on Facebook Live. Later on, we'll be on Google Play, iTunes, Stitcher Radio, TuneIn Radio, all that other extra shit. We got in the building.
We got North Main in the building.
You already. What's up, y'all? How y'all feeling?
I'm cranky right now, B.
You always cranky, yo.
Cranky, I don't feel good.
That's not new.
We always start late.
Always.
It's Derek's fault. So, you know. So other than that, man, before let's start this interview right. Give us a little behind on your name and where you're from, originally from.
I'm originally from Paterson, New Jersey. You know, holding it down, you feel me, representing Jersey all the way. My name, you know, I had two name changes, you feel me. I started off in the game. First of all, I started off when I was 18, and I started my name off with Maine Davis. So when I got, like, later on in my career, as it got more serious, I changed my name, and I changed it to North Main. And a lot of people used to come up to me, oh, where you get your name from? What North Main mean? Is it North Main a block? Is it North Main a state? Well, I got the North because I'm from the north side of Jersey, you feel me? In Maine, everybody call me Maine, so I put the two together, you feel me? I wanted my name to mean something. You feel me? I didn't want to make up nothing that didn't mean nothing, you feel me? So I changed it to that, and I was rocking out with that ever since.
Okay.
North Main.
Yeah.
All right. So
So you're not from North Main?
No. I actually, the first block I was raised on in Paterson was North 7th.
Okay.
You feel me? Then I moved. Oh, where? Then I moved. Then I moved to East 32nd, and from East 32nd I moved to 17th Ave on 29th between Park Ave and 17th Ave.
Alright.
Yeah.
So you've been all over.
Yeah, I moved all. That's why I claim all of Paterson. Like, I don't really claim one side or nothing like that. I'm just putting off my city as a whole. You feel me?
So
Jersey as a
you
whole.
was born in Paterson then?
I was born at Hackensack Hospital.
Oh, Hackensack, all right.
But I was living on North 7th.
Because you are Jamaican, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was about to say you don't really have the Jamaican accent, like, you know.
Yeah.
So I mean, you can speak it.
Speak the patois?
I can speak a little bit. I'll be practicing. I'll be trying to get it up. I'm about to go to Jamaica real soon, so I'm getting my lingo right. You feel me?
That's just straight.
Yeah.
So how long you been doing this rap stuff?
I've been doing this shit since I was 18. You feel me? I've been grinding hard. You feel me? How I even got into it, it was more like therapy for me. You feel me? It wasn't nothing that I was trying to pursue as an artist or anything. I was just doing it because it was something. It was my way of venting and, like, you feel me. And after a while, people was like, "Yo, like, we love your music." You feel me? And I seen how my music was touching people, so I was like, I might as well just take it serious to see how far I could take it and shit like that.
All right. And when you was doing it, you have any old mixtape that's out? Any music that anybody could listen to?
Yeah, I got my first mixtape that I did as a solo artist. It was called All of Me the Mixtape. That was on Dat Piff. I got another one called what's my other one? I got another one called Before I Break. That was my second one. And I got another one which is an EP. That's called Trappin' B. That one I was hand delivering. But Before I Break, you can find it on Spinrilla.
Alright.
Spinrilla, you can find it on SoundCloud, YouTube, shit like that.
How that did up there in that Piff?
I haven't checked it recently, but it did pretty good. It was on like the banner for like a week or two. You feel me? A lot of people downloaded it. I got a lot of great feedback. You feel me?
Dope.
Yeah. So.
And then when you was handing when you was handing out them EPs. How was that feeling? How was the reviews from people? I mean, of course, nobody haven't heard it because you're giving it to them. But after you was in the streets, people probably saw you like, "Yo, I checked it out." What was the overall feel?
The response was love, man. And that's the biggest thing. That's like, to me, people taking any time out of their day to listen to my music and giving the honest feedback. To me, that means more than money, because you honestly took that time when you could have did anything else, listen to it, and they was like, "Yo, I fuck with it," or "I don't fuck with it," but I at least took that time out to give you a chance. You feel me? That's why I was telling people, like, "Yo, I'm gonna give it to you. I don't really care about the bread. I'm gonna give it to you, but just make sure you listen to it." You feel me?
Word. What you got?
Yeah, I was gonna ask you on that mixtape Before I Break. You had the song with Fetty Wap, obviously, Spaceships. How did that come about?
Man, I gotta take you from the beginning. I can't never like tell that story like in the in the middle, but just for the so everybody can understand. I was recording with his brother Rob McCoy, and my cousin Nkosi. You feel me? That's actually my cousin. Like a lot of people probably don't even know or whatever, but they had like a relationship or something like that. You feel me? And he pretty much told me. Yo, like, I got this song, I want you to hop on it, you feel me? He needed a beat, I had a beat at the time, let him hear it, and he was like, yo, I'm rocking with it, you feel me? But he said, like, when he was like, I want you to be on it, like, pretty much, like, he didn't want me to not be on it, because I gave him the beat,
right.
And I was fucking with this producer out in Camden called DJ Cooley at the time, so that's where I was getting my beats from, and, that's when he, I got to the studio. They set up the date or whatever. I got to the studio, did my part, and it was history after that. After that.
Yeah, that song got numbers on fucking SoundCloud.
Definitely
like
do.
600,000, I think, of one of them.
Yeah, definitely did some numbers, man.
Have you ever been contacted by anybody like to sign or anything like that?
Yeah, I've been contacted by. I had did a show at SOBs, and it's A&R, I think he was like an A&R. He was trying to like give me a single deal for Sony. I had somebody from Cash Money hit me up, and they was talking about some doing something with me too, like a partnership and stuff like that as well. So yeah, I definitely had a couple of offers and shit like that, but I haven't seen nothing that was worth my while yet. You feel me? Because if I do. Like I'm doing good independently, I feel like I'm very successful at what I do. Of course, I always have more room to grow. You feel me? But if the numbers right and the deal makes sense, I'll do it. You feel me? But other than that, I'm just rocking out independently. You feel me? Holding it down for the underground. You feel me?
So what does MP stand for?
MP, New Product Entertainment.
I know you say that a lot in your songs and stuff like that.
New Product Entertainment. You feel me? My clothing line, my brand, it's production company. It's everything. You feel me?
Right.
And pretty much. It means to me like I'm bringing the new sound, new style to the game. You feel me? It means it's everything. You could classify it as every and anything.
Right.
So it looks dope. I like it. Appreciate it.
How
long the merchandise was out for?
Well, recently this year I started really picking it up. You feel me? So that's why I said establishing 2017. So this. Between last year and this year, I've been like picking it up a lot more, yeah. So I meant to I was actually in a rush, but I meant to bring y'all some shirts and shit. But definitely next time, you feel me?
Yeah, for sure.
How is it moving right now?
It's moving, and if anybody want to contact me, they can contact me at my personal, on my personal IG at North Maine or Facebook, North Maine. Email at North
MAINE for the people who don't know.
Yeah, definitely.
You have so you're selling them like basically out back of the truck, you basically.
Yeah.
You don't got no deals with no stores and nothing like that yet.
Not right now. I'm still getting a lot more stuff established. You feel me? So within time, we definitely gonna get everything.
Situated with them.
Yeah.
All right. Who was your influence when you was growing up in music?
Oh man, my biggest influence is Tupac. Right. Tupac. If I was to pick one person, but a lot of different artists influenced me. DMX. I like Big. I like the spitters, man. I like we up top, man. I know a lot of things different now musically, but back then it was all about spitting. Especially in the '90s era, like it was all about spitting. It was all about delivering content, message, music, and that's what I like. You feel me?
What? So seeing that's all like old school rappers, you could say the '90s and all that. With the music now, what do you feel about it now?
Like me, cause the music ain't different now. Like it's so much different genres of music. So I respect it for what it is. A lot of people have criticism of the game because they saying certain a lot of music ain't don't have messages no more or But me, like personally, the music out there, the music that you like is out there. You just gotta look for it, whether it's underground or mainstream. You feel me? Not everything you like is gonna be mainstream, so you might have to look underground. You feel me? And the great thing about the internet right now is that you can just type it in. You feel me? You just type it in. So, like music right now for me, I like it, but I'm an artist myself, so I don't really catch myself listening to a lot of people's music because as artists, you can be easily influenced by accident. You feel me?
Yeah.
You could be trying to write something, and if you listening to Drake 5 million times, you could come off like by accident. You feel me? Or
I never heard that before from nobody. I like you said that. I never heard that before.
So
That's
me,
true though.
yeah.
Cause you get like hypnotized.
Yeah, that's why have you ever? I know this happened to everybody. Have you ever heard a song that you didn't like, but the radio plays so much that you end up liking it, and you like, I don't even know I like this shit.
Gucci Gang.
Yeah, you feel me?
Not even that. It's what's the one? All my friends are dead.
Yeah, you feel me? You feel me? So that's what I'm saying. Like, it's a lot of psychological shit with this music shit. You feel me? That's why I feel like my music, I'm really trying to touch people with it in a more of a positive way. You feel me? You know, my music, I spit about shit that I go through. I spit about shit that I've been through. I spit about the ups and downs of my music. You feel me?
So your storytelling is real life. It's about truth.
It's real life. If it's not about me, then I can't say it.
Well, can you do something? Would you do anything about anyone else though? Like, let's say somebody in your crew's going through some shit or whatever, and you do a rap of that. Can you see yourself doing that then? Instead of doing that by yourself though. Like let's say right now, like so one of your boys is going through some chick problems, I guess. And you're not going through it though, but he's going through it. Can you see yourself making music off that situation?
Yeah. That's why I'm an artist. That's why I consider myself a rapper. I'm an artist because I can paint different pictures. Any artist, they don't paint the same picture. One day they might be painting the sky. Next minute they might be painting whatever. You feel me?
Right.
That's how I am as a musical artist. I paint different pictures, but all of the pictures is related to me in some type of way. Certain times I might want to be creative, you feel me, and step out of the box. And if I do something like that, it will definitely be known or noticed.
So let me ask you a question about this this track you got, Deep Sea. Where'd that come from?
That came from.
That's a deep ass song.
Yeah. I've been getting that a lot. Deep Sea, man, that, like I said, that came from my life, man. I feel like I go through deep shit, but you know, a lot of people call the jungle, you know, like the hood or, you know, shit like that. I just kind of want to change it in a creative way and make it like, instead of saying the jungle, tigers and all that shit, I want to flip it and just talk about the sea. Like, the sea is our jungle, you feel me? Because we got great whites, we got killer whales, you feel me? We got different types of things that go on in our city, you feel me? So I just want to like flip it in a creative way instead of, you know, talking about the jungle. It's deep sea. We in a deep sea, and you know it's hard to get out of that. You feel me?
Right.
All right.
Yeah.
Have you did any live performances?
Yeah, I did a lot of live performances. SOB, I did SOBs twice. I did a couple spots in Philly, a couple spots in New York. I did probably like one in Jersey, but that was in South Jersey, and I want to definitely do one in my hometown. I haven't yet touched my hometown yet, but that's in the works.
How's that crowd control when you out there?
A lot of the times I'm out there by myself, so it's pretty, like, it's me putting in that work to get the crowd warmed up and stuff like that. It's more easy when you got like a lot of million people on the stage and shit.
Hyping it up and shit.
Yeah, but so it's actually me, you know, doing that work. But it's definitely good though. I always get great response. I have people hit me up after the shows. I have people just, you know, they show love, you feel me? Especially since I'm out there 9 times out of 10 by myself. But my last show I did in Philly, it was at the Voltage Lounge. I had a couple people with me, you feel me? So it definitely was love, man. It was turned.
Being from Patterson, who's hot out here right now? Who you listening to unsigned?
It's a lot of people. It's a lot of people. Like I said, I really don't listen to a lot of people, but a couple of people that do come across that I might check out a little bit, and I find like they dope artists. And mind you, it's a lot of them, but you know, I don't, you know, it's a lot to be naming. But I fuck with WAP. I fuck with Monty. I fuck with Rebel. I fuck with so many different artists, man.
Or that little RGL clip.
Yeah, I mean, it's this kid. I seen him a come across my timeline a couple times named Daz.
Oh, Trigger Daz.
It's a couple, man. It's a lot of artists, man. It's a lot of artists, man. We got so much talent in our city. That's why I'm finally happy that we have the spotlight on our city. You feel me? Because I want to see a lot more artists make it. Just because, like, where we come from, a lot of people don't make it out. You feel me?
Well, the spotlight is in the city though, but the city's not really behind it together though.
Yeah,
selfishness.
Yeah, I mean that's a part of the game though. If you look at the game, period, it's a lot of shit that goes on behind the scenes that people don't see. You feel me? But as far as I don't know, man. I just feel like if we can get it to where we can come together, we would be unstoppable for real. We'll be unstoppable.
Because I feel you 100%.
Honestly, like I thought we was gonna be like how Chicago was, like how Cheeky blew up, and mad other rappers start blowing up after that. That's how I thought it was gonna be for like when after WAP blew up. But I guess it's just survival of the fittest.
Word.
Yeah.
They always say they never even count Jersey for anything. It's always New York.
Yeah, they look past us, man. They either look at New York, they look the Philly, they look at all the major cities, like and if you look at it, a lot of dope artists come from Philly. Come from Jersey, and like when they blow up, they either might claim New York or something else. Like a lot of motherfuckers come from Jersey and they claim something else after they blow up.
Word.
But me, I'm putting on for Jersey, man. I'm putting on for Jersey all the way. No matter where I'm from, no matter where I move to, no matter where I'm at, I'm putting on for Jersey. You feel me?
Mm-hmm. So you said Pac was that inspiration, that guy you was listening to.
Yeah.
If Pac was still alive and you had the opportunity to ask him a question, what would it be? And why?
Damn. That's a dope question.
Got him.
That's a crazy question. That's a dope question. I probably would ask, man, like, shit. Like, how does it feel to make it to where you at right now? Like, from coming from New York and grinding from there, then go to LA to grind up there and be with Death Row and because if you see, like, a lot of times, if you hear Pac messages, he was saying, like, he was going through something the whole time. Mm-hmm. If you hear a lot of Pac's messages, he was going through something, and he'll let that be known. So I would definitely ask, like, after, all this you've been through, like, how does it feel? And, what different routes could I probably take to make, probably be at the same level or something like that. Or something that I could apply to my life, you feel me?
Word. Even though you don't really listen to it too much though, but if you had the opportunity to work with any mainstream artist right now, who would that be?
It's a lot of dope people that's out. I work with, well, he not mainstream, but I definitely work with Max B. That's my nigga. I fuck with Max B.
Well, Max B is kind of mainstream, just like.
Well, but he's not like.
Wasn't he supposed to be coming home?
That's next year, I think, or maybe this year. I don't know.
Or. But I definitely do
2020. He'll come out and run for president.
I don't know.
Free Max though. Free Max.
Free the wave, guys.
He may win too.
So but I definitely do Max B, Snoop, Wiz. I do a song with Drake. I do a song with PNB. I do a song with A Boogie. It's mad.
Would you ghostwrite for Drake?
I'll ghostwrite for anybody.
Okay.
Have you ghostwrite for anybody? You don't have to say no names though. I know a lot of people don't like putting people's business out there.
I might have like wrote like hooks or like gave them a bar or something like that, but I would never. I haven't fully wrote out a whole song and gave it to somebody. Yeah, but I have people that want me to ghostwrite for them.
So do you have any new project coming out then?
Yeah, I'm working on Trappin' B Reloaded.
Trappin' B Reloaded.
Yeah, because Trappin' B was the EP. I only had like 3 songs on there. But that was just to see how people feel about it. The feedback was good, so now I'm about to come out with the whole project, and it's Trappin' B Reloaded.
How many tracks do you think that's gonna have? Was it the same
Probably
amount?
like 12.
12?
Probably like 12. I don't like to give them too much. Like, you know.
Right. I
That's
think
a
12 is
decent amount.
Yeah, 12 is and I like to have more or less original music on my shit because I like my mixtapes to feel like albums.
Right.
I like my mixtape. And, like, I'm a diverse artist, so you ain't gonna hear, you know, one type of sound of music. You're gonna hear different varieties of music. You feel me?
Not to put any studios on blast, but what's your favorite studio to work in?
That's what I was about to ask you.
I honestly don't have a favorite studio.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't have a favorite studio.
But where do you do most of your recordings at?
I got a studio in PA that I go to.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah. So it's called Jumbo Studio. That's where I go to right now. I move around a lot in different studios to see. You know,
give everybody a chance.
yeah, just give everybody a
Gotta
chance.
go check them out over here.
Yeah, just because certain studios have different quality, different stuff like that. So I just like to, you know, test the waters with a little bit of everything and see what I really like. You feel me? And if I really find something that I feel like, yo, this is home, nah, I stay there. But I might fuck around and build my own studio.
Word.
Like I got my own equipment now, so I don't really ask somebody to do videos no more. I chop up and edit my own videos.
Yes, I just saw you just put out the video for Real Friends, right?
Yeah.
Real Friends freestyle.
Mm-hmm.
How that video shoot go?
That went pretty dope, man.
Yeah, it looked like it was cold as
I was the
hell.
first video.
It was cool. That was my first video that I did, like that I directed and chopped it up myself. You feel me?
right.
Before I was setting up people and paying a lot of money just to get my video done, but I had to wait for them to give me a date. Then I had to wait for them to clear their schedule and wait for me to get my project back.
Right.
And by then, I could have did 10 more projects with me waiting for that one project. So I was like, let me invest in my own shit so I could drop rapidly. I know how I want to work, so.
Sound like some Joe Nathan shit.
What do you see coming out of this music shit?
As far for me,
Yeah, for you.
a lot of great things, man. The best have not yet to come yet, man. A lot of great things, man. I'm about to be moving around a lot more too. So my name and my whole brand is gonna be getting out there a lot more. You feel me? But yeah, man. Nothing but major things, man. If God willing, and I'm living. He allowed me to live long enough to put the work in that I want to put. A lot of great things is coming.
All right. And let me ask you one more before we go on this intermission. Do you feel as though being played in radio is more important, like for yourself or for other artists? Do you feel like do you need to be on radio or streams is okay?
I feel like radio is a must, at least until you get known. Cause like if you realize a lot of like Fab is not constantly played on the radio, but when he dropped that soul tape, everybody's listening to it. But that's because he got a name. He's a already established artist. So I feel like you got to use the radio until you get to an established point of your career to where you can just drop something and people will just gravitate to it or listen to it. You feel me?
Word. All right, well, interesting, bro. Interesting.
Word.
I want to give a few shout outs.
Yeah.
I want to shout out Bookham.
Bookham!
He just had his baby girl yesterday.
Congrats.
Shout out to Booms, it's his birthday today.
Booms.
Shout out to the Ziploc gang, I see y'all working.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to you, it's your birthday Thursday, right?
Thursday the 1st.
Yep.
I'm being mile high.
Yeah, so it's gonna be
We want
Denver.
Denver.
We will not be having a show this week coming up.
Yeah.
So
It's
just in case. And
Oh, shout out to Spanish restaurant in Jersey City called Mi Casa. Chef Eddie. Yeah, I sat down with him last night. We had a good conversation and shit. Probably do some work with him.
probably.
Get some food.
That's the key.
I might have to add in my shout outs and shit.
Sure, yeah.
It's a great moment and shit.
Shout out also to the phone booth.
Shout out the phone booth.
We're also gonna have another sponsor.
Joe, what's
soon.
good?
We also got another sponsor coming up.
Word.
I can't really talk too much about it, but it's gonna happen.
Yeah,
Probably.
shout out to the whole new product gang, the whole new product team, man.
You want to shout out someone? Some names?
Hold on, shout out to T-Dub, shout out to Bleak, shout out to Flo, shout out to the whole squad, man. Shout out to C Gold, shout out to Nkosi, Mike Steve, Nyan BJ, Sophia, man. We got so much people, man. Just shout out to the whole Patterson, you feel me? Shout out to the whole New Jersey, man. Anybody that's on their grind, that's hustling, that's putting on for Jersey, shout out, man. Stand the fuck up, man. We keep putting on for the city, man.
Word.
Alright. Oh, and also shout out to everybody that's buying sex dolls. Which is looking official. I feel ya.
Shout out to the way for coming through, man.
Alrighty.
Welcome to the Real Point Podcast family, brother.
Word, check them out. Check them out.
You already holding it down for Patterson, New Jersey. You now tuned in New Product Entertainment TV.
Word.